Okay, just like I feared, I ran out of room. Apparently, I have too much crap on this device, and I need to cut some out. So, whoops. Anyway, here's the little junkie spot cards. Now that I delved further, I don't know on the back. Is this a limois? Girl, I don't know. Anyway, so these are. I like to save these and use them as bookmarks. But there's my little Ming on the. Yay, Ming. Okay, back to the opening because finally that's why we're here. Okay, like I was saying, also a fantasy little dude, but his horns are huge. I kind of think they're as big as the SD guy. Which one's that? I have them too. I can't remember their names though. But anyway, got his horns, and for some reason they said the junkie spot dude. What's his name? He's cool anyway. I can't think of his name. Emery. He's a cool dude. Anyway, he said when they ship these particular dolls, the horns make them too big to package in a normal size box. So yeah, it's weird. But anyway, let's open the little mummy bag. And this is like wrapped super good. It's got plastic around it again. So much plastic. And then inside he's wrapped in plastic, so I'm hoping he is secure, since there's so much covering him. And yep, I missed his little hooves. I love this doll, because like I said, he's a fantasy sculpt, and he's got fantasy parts. He's got his little hooves. Aren't they just the coolest things ever? And I kind of want to compare him to his SD counterpart, because I almost swear they've got the same hooves. And it's weird because it's a bigger doll. But, let me, his arm's all jacked up. Let me get him straightened. Let me make sure his hands are good. Because he's got the cute little grabby hands like Song does. He's kind of got that going on. I love Resin Soul hands. Check them out. Aren't they just the cutest little things? I love the little grabby hands. Isn't that awesome? So yes, love his hands. And he's not strung super tight, so that's a good thing. And then here's his little face, which you won't be able to see very well. And he's got yellow eyes, which I'll probably end up changing out because, yeah. Because I'm not sure what color eyes he should have. And he's got a nice face up. But I don't know, I kind of want to... I'm not sure what I would do if I had the capability to do a face up on this sculpt. I'm not sure how I would even do it. I'm not sure what I would want. But this is really nice. He's so cute. I love him. So yes, adorable. And pardon the nudity. And you can see he's got like so much detail with his like little furry things down here. I love his hooves though. That is like the main selling point. Aren't they cool? Like, you don't see sculpts with, you know, the fantasy thing. And then they does the weird standing like this, like a goat type thing, which is cool. Like the crouching thing. And I don't know if you have to mod him to get him to stand in this position. He seems kind of awkward at it, but that's a cool, like, alternative thing for posing and such. So yes, I just love this. So yep, he's here and he's safe, and I am so happy that he's like, I got him in my collection again, because like I said, I love this sculpt. And he does the slouching real good, and he does it backwards. And I'm gonna pinch myself in his little, and he's got this other torso bit, which he can also, well, slouch back kind of weird, but if you need him to do like super high-tech types of deals. He can do all that business. I love his crouching thing. But yep, love the sculpt. And I'm so happy. So yes, that's pretty much my box opening. Uh-oh. Hold on now. I messed up my... Okay. And he's like super tall. I'm not sure how much extra height he has compared to the others when he's not crouching. But he seems taller than normal MSDs, so yes. I think when I compared him to my song, they were pretty much the same height when he was standing like this. I know I probably... Did I make a video or did I take pictures? I'm not sure. But the sculpting is really cool too. Like he's got little what do you call these? Shoulder blade action. And his head tilt is like really pretty good. I might just weight him so that he can look up more. Down is good though. So cute. Love him. Okay, so yep. So he's finally back in my collection. I'm very happy because I'm not intimidated by normal skin for some reason. Like him, I can just integrate him to my fantasy story, which is nice because that story isn't as like critical because it's being told by this is really weird. It's being told as like a story within the story, so it can just pause and just sit there forever. There's no like daily life type of thing. So I'm not as like manic to finish that one because it progresses naturally. Like you read a book, you pick it up, you set it down. Weeks later, same spot, like that. So it doesn't matter that I'm like super procrastinating on doing storylines and stuff because this story isn't going anywhere. And the more characters I have, the more offshoots you can do, and it just like keeps progressing and you can just keep going with it, which is really nice. And then if you want to focus on just one certain character, you can just do that. I like how he can touch his face. Looks all shy. He's like, no, Mickey. Yes, so that's kind of nice. It's not as stressful as the other ones, which is, I think that's why I've kind of stepped back from the hobby a little bit, because my hospital one, which is linked to, it's linked to this one, but like I said, this is like it can be a standalone and it progresses depending on which character you focus on. And it's not like super, like, needs to be daily life type of thing. It doesn't have to be detailed, because it'll progress whenever it needs to. But the other ones, the hospital one, the mafia one, which is really good in my head, but I am just cringing because in order for me to do that one, and I don't need to buy all the characters, I don't need to buy them, but an important part of the story isn't even here yet, and she is just a huge protagonist in that one. So she would need to come home, but then I would have to get a body for my Doll Clan's, which one is he? Python head, because he's the double crosser that, yeah. It's good! And it's up here, and it's like, I could see it in my head, but I want to, like, have you guys visualize it with me. And I would need a body for him, because, yeah. And I would need her too, because she's a bitch. She's a huge part of the story. So that one's pending, but it's still like up in here. But that's linked to the hospital one, and then the hospital one's also linked to the art schooly college one type thing, which is supposed to be my funny one, right? But then it gets kind of sad because it's linked to the hospital too, but it's also linked to the mafia one. And it's also linked to my Wisp and, I don't remember what I named my, I don't remember what I named my, Dulce The sculpt I can never remember. Does it start with a Q? You know the one. The really narrow alien eyes. What's his name again? See? It's been so long I forgot my characters' names. But that's linked too. But that one is also linked to this one. And since the main character is visualizing it in a dream type of situation, that's not as critical. But part of those characters live in the real world too. And it's kind of a mess. Because... So yes. So because I like to, what's the word, multitask, I've dug myself into this pit of some stuff is happening constantly, some is just not, and it can be like relaxing and progress on its own, and I never fill you guys in because I don't know where to start, because I got so much stuff going on. But this one is relaxing, so I'm just gonna let him like sit around and like fill in, like, you know, maybe he'll fill me in on bits of his story, because I'm not sure he's with my Resin Soul song. I know for sure, but I don't know if he's caught up in the aftermath of the wars, or if he would have like a background part first so you can see like his happiness before it all turns to crap, or if it'll just pick up after when everything is all, you know, ruined and it's a wasteland and he's in the protected area and maybe he helps the others. Because you can't really hide these legs and these little hooves. So if you had, you know, magic obliterators around trying to wipe out all of the Fae, he'd be a good target. So he would already be hiding, I would think. So maybe his story isn't as bad as my Resin Soul songs is supposed to be, which I can't bring myself to do that one because that poor little guy's so cute. And I don't want him to have such a harsh life. Oh, but I think this guy's going to help everybody else. So we'll see what happens with him. But he's home. I'm happy. And I just love these freaking hooves. Like, yeah, this sculpt is so cool. And then the SD version, also awesome. I don't remember the... Moo? Is it Moo? It might be Moo. Anyway, before I run out of room again, and I gotta quit talking because I'm wasting everybody's time. Wasting your time. See? I don't talk for like a year, and now I just won't shut up. So, I may or may not be back soon. I have to work all weekend. And, I just tired myself out because I talk too much. I work all weekend, so you might not hear from me till, like, later, but hopefully I will get something hobby-wise done in between, because like I said, I want to slowly progress back into this so that I can, you know, maybe start writing again or something, because it's a nice way to relax after a long, boring day at work. So, like, multifunctional, this body. This looks kind of weird as a sitting option, but I love this thing. I love him. He's so cool. So anyway, what was I saying? Yes, I will see you in the next video, and I will be watching everybody's, so keep them coming. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. Try to make up for that. I said that last time, and then I disappeared, so it might happen again, depending, because, you know, nothing ever really stays, sorry, I gotta show you this. If I did a body review, let me know if you want a body review on any of my dolls. I might be able to scrounge up where they're at in their safe little hidey holes and tell you, but if you're interested in, like, this little guy or something, let me know. But, other than that, I think this little one's gonna get all these weird little head toggles taken out, and then I'm going to mess with her hair.